Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, Rebecca Stew and the crew. I'm Rebecca and I'm so happy to have you here today. Today we're here to check out what's new and what's been restocked at your local Dollar Tree store. We are located in the DFW area. Go to several different stores that take lots of pictures, combine all those pictures into one video, and organize them by sections. Let's go shopping and see what's new. We'll start with the apparel and accessories. They have more of the bucket hats back in. These are one size fits most. They have the checkerboard pattern, the solids like the blue and black. Some stores have a red one as well. And then they've got their baseball caps also with the checkerboard pattern in the blue and white, the tie-dye pattern in the light pastels, and the sage green baseball cap with the adjustable strap in the back. They also have these 2 packs of the Juncture brand bandanas. They are quite large. They're 20 by about 19 inches. They're pretty big. They had the sage green and brown in the 1 pack. The second pack had the red, white, and blue. And then this pack here has the pink with the white and the black and white. Also the gray and the black 2 pack for the arts and crafts. If you guys haven't seen these yet, I showed these last week. They have these 3D stands that you can create with these wood circles. There's 3 pieces, including the base. There's 4 pieces in all to create a layered effect wood piece. There's the hummingbird, the seahorse. They also have a swan and the forest animals in the forest with the trees. They have a bunch of their wood animal shapes restocked this week. These are all $1.25. They had some new ones in the restocks. There's like whales and sharks, different fish, lizards, and snakes, of course. So lots of those articulated animals that you can move around and DIY. They also had their crochet kits back in. Everything you need to create the craft is located in the packaging, including the stuffing. And they had some restocks and some new ones. So it just depends which box set they get in. But they did have a whole new set, and then the restocks with like the panda bear, the fish, the dinosaur, and then they had like a little donut and things like that. But it has the eyes and everything to create that craft. They have their crafters square wire cutters and their needle nose pliers in for like jewelry making. It's been a little while since they've had those in, and lots of baggies of these little beads. These are the cousinsdiy.com beads that you can find at other craft stores like Hobby Lobby, Michael's. They have a whole bunch of different colors and styles, but they have a couple different shades of red. There's the orange and yellow, also some of the green and different shades, shapes, and sizes. So here's like the really dark green. Here's some larger green beads. You'll only get 4 because they're so large. And they're like a glass bead as well. They have some turquoise and gold and blue. There's some different shapes of the blue ones. And then there's also these really light blue ones. You can see all the different shapes there. The iridescent. And then we've got these taupe colored beads. Lots of rolls of the crafter square fabric. And most of the fabric does ring up $1.25. If it is seasonal, they're still bringing up $1.50. You can see all the different like animals. These were more, think of like a receiving blanket feeling for like baby blankets. That's the feel of the material here. You've got also the 100% cotton with the cheetah print. You have some fall color schemes. Even though those were fall with like the acorns and things, those were ringing up $1.25. And then they had more of the like baby kind of patterns. There's rainbows, flowers, some solid colors, lots of little animals. And then of course they've got their bumblebees with the flowers, which is always really cute. For the children, babies, and toddler section, they had these new sippy cups that look like a dinosaur. Has the handles on each side. When you flip up the top, there is a straw. And these coordinate with a lot of the cups and sippy cups they have out for fall with the sage green and the pumpkin spice orange color. And these are a stage 3 sippy cup. Lots of full-size bottles, the Disney baby bottles. They had Winnie the Pooh, which is just great. I think these are so cute. Like this one says, too cute to bear. And then, of course, they have a couple other Disney style baby bottles. They had like Baby Dumbo and more of the Lion King, like Simba, They have the little lions there, and it has different sayings on the front in the pink and blue and different color lids. They also had Mickey and Minnie Mouse bottles, and they had just too many to show, but they had a bunch of new bottles in this week. For the health and beauty, we'll first start with the cosmetics this week. They had a bunch of these Salon Perfect lashes, and this was the Whisper Wink. They had the light and fluffy. You get a few different pair in each pack. And then they had the winged demi collection. There's also a bunch of the beauty blenders in the plastic cases. They usually put these out closer to the holidays, like, because they look like almost like an ornament, because they've got that loop on the top, like you can hang them on a tree. They had the Beauty Intuition nail polish. This one was maroon. It has like a really deep red with glitter. Really pretty. It's just long lasting. And then they also had the plum, which is just really deep purple, also with the glitter. More of the must-have beauty mini lamps back in. And it says compatible with all the gel nail products. It cures quickly. And then they have the gel nail strips. Now, I actually purchased these. Here's what they look like. This is about a week after I've had them on. So you can see how well they held up. So you get 12 different nails. They are a little bit narrow for my nails, but I was able to make them work. And after about 4 or 5 days, I put a top coat on top of just the Dollar Tree clear coat, and that seemed to help hold them on for a little over a week. So I think that was a pretty good buy overall. They've got the LA Colors shadow sticks in. They have a couple different colors. There's I believe 4 or 5 different colors in for the shadow sticks. Then for the hair care and hair accessories, we have these large claw clips with the satin bows on either side. And then the headbands with the extra large pearls, or the one with the sheer ribbon, and the small pearls down around the side. There's also the claw clips with the large pearls on the sides and the dangling ribbon. They have those in the light pink and light blue. You can see just how long the ribbons are, and they're on both sides of the claw clip. There's also the extra hold hair clip, and we've got the small claw clips with the smiley faces. The larger size you get 3, and the smaller ones you'll get 10. The pharmacy and personal care section, they had the Delta Home hand soap in the spiced pumpkin in. This is a 16 fluid ounce bottle. It is $1.50 now. They also have the Rye Soft Pink Grapefruit. They also had this one. It's called Calendula with beauty creams. And then the Sea Minerals is the blue packet. They have the Just for Her coconut water flushable wipes. There's 12 of them individually wrapped. And then the other packs, they have 16 individually wrapped wipes. There is the Cactus Aloe lotion. You could either get the 5 or the 7 ounce bottle for the same price. And then they had the squeezed lemon moisturizer in as well. These new chest congestion and cough relief tablets. They had the Ricola Original Throat Balm and the new caramel flavor. That's the full size. You get 34 in that bag for $1.25. For the fun finds, they had these flashing necklaces that look like candy corn, which are really cute. Also, these little wooden boxes. When you open them up, it looks like a spider jumps out at you, and there were 2 of them. This one says boo, and then on the inside, in this one, you lift up the top. There's like a little sliding box in the front. When you lift up that little lever in the front, the spider jumps out. And this one says gotcha. They pretty much work the same way. There's a spider on a wire to make it look like it jumps out at you. They also had some car disco balls with the cowgirl hats. These are an air freshener. They had them in pink, white, and black. And the tassel matches the cowgirl hat color. For the home decor this week, they have these really pretty glass vases with the matte color on the outside. Those are $1.75. The pumpkin spice scented broom. These are always very popular. They had a bunch of those out, and they brought back out the birch and vine wooden balls for decorating like trays or baskets, and they have those in a couple different colors, and those are $1.25. Also, the arched picture frames by Special Moments collection. Those are the 5x7 photo holders in the white and in the black for the houseware, storage, and organization. This week they had the Home Bright Free and Clear Multi-Surface Cleaner with no harsh chemicals. You can also get the foaming dish spray in the Free and Clear. That's a 10-ounce bottle. They brought back these containers with the faux metal lids, and then these are a grout brush. They're really nice. They are $1.50. However, this brush is really nice. It's got that really hard bristles on the end for cleaning your grout, and the 2-pack of pillowcases for $1.25, which I think is a great purchase for $1.25. Those actually hold up really nicely. For the kitchen and pantry section, they have these new coffee mugs. It's a brown skinned girls. They also have the Mandela coffee mugs. These are $1.50. They have Choose to Shine with the sunflowers, and then some new mugs that say things like stay positive, work hard, and make it happen. Less Monday, more coffee. This one here says, shh, coffee and I are having a moment. And then I found this one. It says, I am allergic to mornings with the sun. They also had a bunch of these clear glasses in different colors. There's the red, orange, and green. You can also get the stemless glasses in the blue and purple. They brought back the blue and white placemats. These are the fabric placemats that are dark blue on the back. There's also the matching kitchen towels. They have the hot oven mitt holder and the hot pad holders. Those you'll get 2. And then they have one that says enjoy every moment that has the blue flowers, the 2-pack of the hot pad holders, and then there is the placemat for that one. And then they have the light blue. It says joy is found in the simple things. It also has the flower at the bottom. You've got your cloth placemat. There's an oven mitt and the hot pad holders to match. They have the Old Orchard apple cider juice cocktail from concentrate. That's a 64-ounce fluid bottle. They have some vegetable and chicken broth, and then this new hot honey seasoning. For the party supplies this week, they had a bunch of these organza bags. They're in an 8-count, and they had them in the light baby blue. They also had them in pink, or you can get them in white with either the pink or the blue ribbon to tie them off at the top. Some new gift bags. I love this country old feel. They are so cute. One of them actually looks kind of like a old cross stitch pattern. I thought those were adorable. They have their balloon glue strips. Get 100 of those, or the balloon art strip. Those are all restocked on those plastic strips down the aisle with the party supplies near the tissue paper and the balloons. Speaking of the tissue paper, they have a bunch of the sets where you get between 6 and 8 pieces of tissue paper with the decorative and the solid sheets of paper for wrapping your special gifts. For the seasonal items this week, last week, I don't know if you guys all saw that video. I showed a bunch of their Christmas items, and there really wasn't much new as far as Christmas goes for this part of the week, but they did have some of their Halloween masks out, some new silicone spatulas. These come in a 2-pack. They have like the spider webs and the purple one that says creepy. There's the bats and spooky, the ghost that says boo. And then they have these large rectangular trays. These are really cute, the wavy bowls. This one has like the Dracula mouth on them and like a vampire mouth. And then they have the checkerboard pattern with all the jack-o'-lantern faces. You can get the clear bowl with all of the ghosts. I hope you guys can see the wavy pattern. There's a view from the side. Give you a better view of what those look like. And then the last one I found had the spider webs and spiders all over it. And that's the same wavy bowl with the larger big deep waves on the sides. Then to match those hanging ghosts, they now have a hanging jack-o'-lantern with the witch's hat. Pick your poison. It's a tabletop sign. They also have the hello ghoulies with the ghosts, and the skeleton head says trick or treat in the green. Lots of different skeletons. They have blue, purple, the white, and then almost like a light gray color. They have the glow in the dark chains. These are a door cover. Also, the car window clings. They're 8 inches for the windows of your car. They have different ones that say things like stay spooky. This one's really cute. It's got a skeleton waving. Here's a view of that large sticker. They're basically like a window cling. This one says my other car is a broom, and then it has the broom at the bottom. And this one I don't remember from last year. It says filled with ghouls. It has all the different ghosts around the outside edge. I don't remember that one from last year, but it was really cute. Also, they had these glass jars in with the metal leaves and some of the mirrored glass tabletop decor. There's an acorn, a pumpkin, and a pine cone. For the toys and games this week, they had a bunch of the Disney rubber duckies. There's like Olaf, Little Mermaid. They had Mickey Mouse, of course, and Donald Duck. Then they had the 2-pack of the classic games standard playing cards, or also the paint sets. They've got the paint your own posters. You get 2 posters and about 5 different paints with a paintbrush. They had like Captain America, there was Spider-Man, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Lilo and Stitch. They brought back the broom and dustpan sets for the little ones to play with, and the collectible figurines. They have the NFL players. Those are the little plastic football players. They had a couple different teams and different football players for you to collect. It says that I think it said there was like 17 available to collect in this set. For the Dollar Tree Plus, which is anything that's $3 or more, they had these really cute slippers with the ghost on the outside. Also, the dress up sets, they have Barbie just in time for getting your Halloween costumes for your little ones. There's also Minnie Mouse with the skirt, gloves, and ears. You can get a stuffed Mickey or Minnie Mouse character and these large pillows. They have the little puppy dog, the cow, and the koala bear. They look sort of like the emojis. Then there are these really cute water bottles. They are available for opening 2 different ways. You can fill it with ice, and it is the 2-way twist off double walled bottle. Those are 18 fluid ounces. There are the 72-inch clotheslines. It comes with the clips already attached to the clothesline. And look how cute these LED pillar candles are with the glitter dust on them and the silver that fades up to like an ombre look. Those were just $5. And that's it for today's video. Thank y'all so very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and leave a comment down below. What was your favorite item in this video? I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.